Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to Hobby Hi-Fi. I have a strange situation here today. I decided to switch back to my PC, which is a monster, and using a Depstech 4K webcam, which I've had plenty of problems with, but it apparently looks pretty good right now. So, have my little happy light on the floor next to me, shows all of my wrinkles. I think this is my best side. No, this is my better side. So, the issue today is Amazon Alexa. Can you believe it?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
See? Hopefully I got that on recording. She just popped her mouth out, and I guess I won't say her name again. But the reason for today's video is to exclaim that today's world of gadgets and whatnot, with Android and Apple and operating systems and apps and voice assistants with her name, they're just not easy. And so I've been in this business or related businesses for years now, 10 years, 20 years, fooling around with gadgets, trying different things, and I've learned quite a bit. Today what I'm learning is that it's still not a perfect science, and some of these products that come out, even by reputable brands, may lead you down a rabbit hole to waste your whole day. And that's kind of a sad statement. But I feel like I've got maybe 4 hours in at this point. I don't know, 6? How many hours does it take to get a Lenovo Smart Clock Essentials version 1 to work correctly? So what I've done is I've as I said, spent most of the day, and so I've listened to YouTube videos. I've gone to the Lenovo site, Lenovo. I've done everything except for punch in serial numbers at this point and try to contact support, as we all know how that goes. You may hear back from, and this is a pretty good company, right? Lenovo is a well-known computer company. They make pretty good products, you know. I think they're the old IBM. But it's like contacting Google. Can anybody actually talk to anybody anymore? I'm not sure. You end up, oh, let's try this chat service. And so does this work? No, not really. You end up getting Juan from San Juan and what you want. And so anyway, what did I do? I watched the YouTube videos, and I performed all 5 functions, alternatives, options, to try to get this clock to actually connect to a Wi-Fi network. So what I've got here is a fast Wi-Fi network, and haven't had any problems with most things in the house. Got a Wi-Fi printer, got a couple of Wi-Fi phones, got a Wi-Fi tablet, got a Wi-Fi computer, got another Wi-Fi computer. Everything seems to work fine. So I opened this clock up today. Cheap clock. So what do you maybe this is one of those cases where you get what you pay for. That could be what I'm running up against here. But I do want to make special note, this review is actually for the Series 1 clock, which I suppose I should bring it up here and show you what it looks like, because there is a Model 2 which looks completely different. So this is your Model 1, and it's sort of in a neat little fabric type of case, canvasy, weird small cube looking thing, which is a little bit different from the Model 2. So anyway, the 5 different options that I had today from the YouTube video are: 1, make sure that you're on the proper network. Check. Make sure that you're on, that you have reset your router. Check. Make sure that you have enabled Bluetooth permissions. Check. What else did I do that wasn't included in the 5 Oh, I reinstalled the Alexa app. There was an update on my phone, and after installing the update, it still didn't work, so I uninstalled it and reinstalled. Check. There's a couple other things. Oh, resetting of the clock itself. And so there is a particular series of buttons that you push in this Model 1. You actually need to hold down, which is different from the Model 2. Now, you would think that they might have made these two the same, but they did not. So the Model 1 Smart Clock Essentials Lenovo LED clock. The reset procedure, or I suppose it's what you would call a soft reset, would be to hold the plus button and the alarm button down at the same time for a series of moments until you hear, either the clock is now in setup mode, or if you wanted to reset to factory, defaults, there's a procedure for that too, which for the Model 1 is to hold down the minus button and the alarm button rather, at the same time, and at which point it will actually tell you that your clock has been reset to factory defaults. What else can be done? The good part is that up until the reinstalling of the Alexa app, oh, I said her name again. Is she going to speak? Up until that point, I was not actually getting a screen on that Amazon app that would allow me to enter my Wi-Fi password. Now, however, after all these updates and restarts and uninstalls and reinstalls and factory resets and defaults, I am actually getting to the point where I can enter the Wi-Fi password, which I assumed was great progress. Have entered that 3 or 4 times now to no avail. Provisioning error. What does this mean? I don't know. I suppose that's something left to Google, or to ask, that lady's name to maybe help you. Just look it up online and find out what the provisioning error might mean. So hours later, here I am, somewhat of a tech-savvy dude, scratching his head, wondering why I ever went down the rabbit hole and why I even do these types of things. Because, if we're going to waste 6 or 8 hours on a $8 clock, then to me that's sort of a pissing against the wind, so to speak. So I think I will probably try to post this to YouTube and see if since this is a little bit different format, using Windows to make a recording, using my camera, all built-in software, which was another go-around, I'll tell you that. I've had several issues with this camera, trying to run it on different computers. It did not do it, so 3 generations later of computers, I finally get a beefed up enough computer so that it will actually run this Depstech 4K webcam. I don't know if I'm actually recording in 4K right now or not, but I think the problem originally, and I made several videos on that, was that it wasn't keeping up in 4K. So what more do you need? You got 32 gigs of RAM here. I've got a a desktop that could do bit mining and run the Pentagon here, and I still am having a rough time. So anyway, I just wanted to confirm for those of you that may have given up or wanted to vent at some point about computers and this new technology and how everything is so difficult. It is. Just your phone itself has so many settings that there are things that I have never laid my eyes on, and I've had the same phone, the Galaxy S9, which is quite a good phone, but I've had it for 6 or 8 years, I think, now, and there's probably things that I've never even looked at before. So it's a learning process. In my opinion, you can take it two ways. You can spend an hour or two a day learning about all this and trying all these different things and still end up with a handful of nothing. Or you can sort of just say, well, it didn't work easily, and so it's not user-friendly, and resell it and try to find products that are in fact user-friendly. This, I'm going to have to say, as much as I like Lenovo, and I just did get another one of their products, an LED, smart LED light strip that I thought was quite nice. Didn't have any trouble with that, really. So I have to say that I guess, I'm batting 500 here, but that's not really good when it comes to technology. You want to be able to succeed more than half of the time, in my opinion. Thank you for watching today. I look forward to spending a little bit more time on YouTube and posting a few more videos and working with this USB webcam to see if I can't get some input going on here that sounds good and looks good and is helpful. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.